Let us pray. God of many names, we gather today in recognition of the fulfillment of hopes and dreams of our graduates to educate their minds and deepen their characters. Help them to remember that who they have become is a reflection of your love and the love of those who have nurtured and cared for them along the way. May all they have learned about life at Rockford College empower them as they approach their first jobs or enter graduate school. May the words of their mentors dispel the darkness of confusion in their hearts on their toughest days and echo in their souls as they celebrate their victories in life. Foster in all of us present here today a lifelong thirst for learning and protect us from the arrogance of believing that we have ever learned enough. Give us the courage and strength to live fully our values so that the gifts you have given us will be used for the good of all humankind. We ask your blessings upon our celebration today as we now weave the shining threads of our newest alumni into the rich tapestry of Rockford College. Be with us this day and all days. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what a ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Charles Coleman, Chair of the Rockford College Board of Trustees. On behalf of the entire board, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 159th commencement exercises for Rockford College. Woo! I agree. Of special note this afternoon, and one which will mark your unique place in history of the college, is that today we commence the last graduating class of Rockford College. The Rockford Board of Trustees voted unanimously last September for Rockford College to take as its name Rockford University, effective July 1st, 2013. The decision was made in a strategic move to more accurately reflect the college's long-established and increasingly diverse offerings, while also more clearly defining our status within Rockford and the world communities. So I offer a very special acknowledgement to you, our proud and distinguished Rockford College graduating class of 2013. Graduates, while this is an important time in history of the college, it is a significant time for you personally as well. You all have succeeded in accomplishing the demands and rigors of your course of study. Now it's time to take a breath, take in these beautiful surroundings, and pause for a moment to mark this occasion in your minds. It is indeed your time to be proud. Parents and friends, thank you for your support of these students. Your contribution to their success has not gone unnoticed. Along with your family and friends, everyone at Rockford College is proud of you too. So on behalf of the Rockford College Board of Trustees, I offer my sincere congratulations to all of the graduates today. And now it's my privilege to introduce Dr. Robert L. Head, President of Rockford College.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here to help celebrate the achievements of our graduates. I do have an announcement I need to make quickly. We're asking that the Stephanie Whitaker family to please go backstage. Thank you to Elaine Sharp and Tim Adams for your help in our ceremony today. Also, our thanks go to the City of Rockford Pipe Band and the Rockford Chamber Players Brass Quintet for contributing to our ceremony through your special music. Joining me on stage are Elaine Sharp, who provided the invocation, Vern Sunstead, alumnus from the class of 1977 and Vice President for Institutional Advancement, Dr. Jules Gleischer, Professor of Political Science, Department Chair and Faculty Chair, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Charles Coleman, whom we've just met, Dr. Stephen Sikonoffi, Vice President and Dean of the College, and our distinguished commencement speaker, Bill Curtis. I would also like to take a moment to recognize Mayor Morrissey, Senator Dave Severson, and 10th Ward Alderman Frank Beach, who are our special guests today. It is customary at our commencement ceremonies to honor retiring faculty members that have met certain requirements by conferring upon them faculty emeritus status. Today we are honored to have 5 distinguished faculty members who represent a combined 163 years of service to Rockford College. Professor of Education, Dr. Louis Ferroli. Bergman Professor of Chemistry and Chair of the Division of Science, Mathematics, and Nursing, Dr. Fred Hadley. Professor of Physical Education, William Langston. Professor of Economics, Business, and Accounting, Dr. Fred Razazada, and Professor of Physics, Dr. Rao. Here to assist me in bestowing this prestigious honor to our retirees is Dean Sikonoffi.
At this time, I would like to present Dr. Lou Ferroli for the status of Professor Emeritus of Education. Dr. Ferroli, please step forward with the Professor of Education and Chair of the Division of Social and Behavioral Science and Education, Dr. Deb Dew. Dr. Head, I present to you Dr. Louis Ferroli, Professor of Education for Faculty Emeritus status.
Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, about 24 years to be exact, Rockford College made a wise decision in hiring Professor Lou Ferroli as the Education Department's newest member. Now, sadly for us, Dr. Ferroli is retiring. In recognition for his many contributions to the college and the local education community, today he is awarded emeritus status. Dr. Ferroli began his career as a 5th grade teacher in Plainfield, Illinois. After taking a reading course for professional development, he got hooked on reading and ultimately became a reading consultant who worked with classroom teachers. In 1990, nearly at the end of his doctoral program at the University of Illinois, Chicago, Dr. Ferroli was hired by Rockford College as reading director. He has taught courses in reading pedagogy for teacher candidates and practicing teachers, and he has developed the Reading Specialist program designed for practicing teachers who desire to earn a Reading Specialist credential. Dr. Ferroli has been an active member of the faculty at Rockford College. He has served as our faculty chair He has chaired many faculty committees, including some of the less popular ones. He won the Excellence in Teaching and Campus Leadership Award in 1997 and was nominated for the same in 92, 93, and 2001. Dr. Frawley's reputation among students has reached legendary status. His students' evaluations glow. For example, he is the best in his field. Frawley is a legend. I will be a more reflective and passionate teacher because of you, and his knowledge and expertise is nationally known. Dr. Frawley has also earned a strong reputation outside the Rockford College community. He has presented to numerous schools in the area, at state-level conferences, and a number of national-level symposiums and conferences. An active member of the Illinois Reading Council, he has served on the board for a number of years, and he currently chairs the Obama Literacy Fund Committee, which annually awards a classroom library of culturally relevant adolescent literature to a deserving Illinois teacher. He also writes a column called Cool Studies for the IRC Communicator, which is the newsletter of the 7,000-member organization. In 2011, he was inducted into the Illinois Reading Council Hall of Fame. In his first year of retirement, he will be the incoming president of that organization. However, I would not be remiss if I did not mention Dr. Frawley's quirky behavior, known by the campus community as Louisms. These only add to the reputation of the Lou, whom we revere and love. For example, we cannot use a slash in any of our correspondence without being reprimanded. And his students covet the world's worst pencil grip honor, which he awards every semester. Rumor has it there's a secret club of pencil grip awardees. Lou is a little sneaky, too. For example, for years, his phone message was the voice of his young daughter. "You can leave a message for my daddy." Many of us have remarked that we could not complain or leave a whiny message after listening to that sweet message spoken by his little girl. So it is quite evident that Rockford College is losing a fabulous professor to happy retirement years, with his wife Jo, his daughter Jane, his son-in-law Jordan, and two beautiful grandchildren, Jaden and Jack. Dr. Frawley plans to boat, fish, follow the Chicago sport teams, gamble, and whatever else he darn well pleases. We wish you the best, Dr. Frawley, and we will miss you more than anyone can imagine.
Professor Frawley, in your 23 years of teaching and service to Rockford College, your passionate advocacy for the power of reading has deservedly made you a respected educator, leader, and mentor for students and colleagues that travel far beyond the walls of Rockford College. Those who now educate, particularly the area's Golden Apple awardees, routinely cite you as one of the most influential instructors they have had. Compliments of the highest nature and reflective of your immeasurable impact on those who now teach our future generation of leaders. By the power vested in me by the Rockford College trustees, I am pleased to confer upon you the title of Professor Emeritus of Education with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Dr. Haddon, at this time I would like to present Dr. Fred Hadley for the status of Professor Emeritus of Chemistry. Dr. Hadley, please step forward with Bartlett's Professor of Chemistry and Biochemistry, Chair of the Department of Chemical and Biochemical Sciences, Dr. Deborah Breiter.
Good afternoon. This is a very hard speech for me to make. Fred has been a colleague and a friend for a very long time. In fact, he and Professor Rao are the last science faculty that were here and now leaving when I was hired at Rockford College. So I guess that makes me the old guy in the sciences. Not very happy about that. Fred Hadley came to Rockford College in 1984 after a stint at Wabash College and before that the Peace Corps. Besides teaching in the chemistry department, he's taught in the math department, computer science, physics, the first-year seminar program, the honors and liberal arts program. Fred is truly a Renaissance man who is comfortable conversing in many disciplines about many subjects. And he is a wonderful teacher. He was one of the first to be awarded the Excellence in Teaching and Campus Leadership, the award in 1994. And I've heard tell that to make a point in his general chemistry class about molar mass, he would stand on his head. Science, and specifically physical chemistry, never seemed to be very far from his conversations. He can work them into anything. One time the department was driving through Chicago on our way to a conference, and he was talking about the adiabatic compression of the traffic. So Fred has a very distinguished record of service to the college. He has been at different times the department chair, the math, science, and nursing division chair, the chair of the entire faculty. He's advised countless students and has served on most committees at the college along with being a member of Phi Beta Kappa. He was even the director of the Forum Series for a while. In the local chemistry community, he is very active in our Rock River section of the American Chemical Society and served as secretary-treasurer for a number of years. Outside of the college, he sings in a local group, Camerata Imanan, and I actually remember him singing as one of the Andrew sisters in the Faculty Follies. He looks quite fine in a dress and high heels. As I said earlier, Fred is a great teacher, but he is also very much the absent-minded professor. He has on more than one occasion forgotten to go to class, and his students will be waiting patiently for him to come teach them, and one of us will walk by his office and get him going. He also came to work wearing 2 different shoes, and it wasn't until his wife Maxine called him to ask him to look at his feet did he notice. Apparently, she had noticed there were 2 different shoes left in the closet, which begged the question, what was he wearing on his feet? In our department, Fred is known as the idea man. He is never without an idea to help change the status quo and to make Rockford, or the world, a much better place. And usually the ideas start out as questionable, but he's come up with a number of good ones as well. And it'll start out with Fred saying, I have an idea, and someone else will chime in, that would be idea number 8,432, go ahead. He's not afraid to take on a big challenge or a project, and he will succeed. I'd like to end today with a quote from the Greek philosopher Plato, who once said, a hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. And here stands before you Dr. Fred Hadley, a very accomplished man, who gave of his time and talent and treasure to make Rockford College a much better place, and a number of students much better citizens of this world. He is a wonderful colleague and mentor, as well as a good friend, and he will be sorely missed.
Professor Hadley, in your 29 years at Rockford College, you have blended expertise in the sciences with the depth of a liberal arts perspective to prepare students to become innovators and leaders in their fields. Your leadership, service, and generosity have made an indelible mark on Rockford College and its students, for which we are all so very grateful. By the power vested in me by the trustees of Rockford College, I am pleased to confer upon you Professor Emeritus of Chemistry with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Dr. Head, at this time, I present Mr. William Langston for the status of Professor Emeritus of Physical Education. Professor Langston, please step forward with Associate Professor of Physical Education and Chair of the Department of Physical Education, Ms. Tammy Sheik.
Don't worry, Professor Langston, I promise not to embarrass you. Since Professor William Langston is such a huge baseball fan, it's only fitting that I begin with a quote from former Major League Baseball manager Tommy Lasorda. In baseball and in business, there are three types of people: those who make it happen, those who watch it happen, and those who wonder what happened. Professor William Langston makes and has made it happen for the last 33 years. That is why I'm speaking today in support of the granting of Professor Emeritus status for my colleague, teacher, mentor, and friend, William Langston. Professor Langston began his journey at Rockford College in 1980, and during that time has served in a variety of capacities, including pickleball, tennis, badminton player, athletic director, tenured professor, baseball coach, committee member, student advisor, and department chair. I have known Professor Langston since I was a student in several of his classes beginning in 1982. As a matter of fact, he handed me his 1984 dot matrix printed class roster the other day, which listed me as a student in his coaching softball and baseball class. Little did I know when I stepped foot on the RC campus in 1982 that Professor Langston and I would cross paths 25 years later as colleagues, and I'm so glad that they did. Since then, I've had the honor of working with Professor Langston in the Physical Education Department. He's been a remarkable colleague, leader, and mentor. Professor Langston led our department for 7 years as chair during a challenging time and did so creatively, collaboratively, professionally, and humbly. His historical perspective, problem-solving skills, and professional wisdom have been inspirational. And through the years, I've come to appreciate all the advice that he has given to me. He recently handed me the book, Who Moved My Cheese, as a slight hint, I think, encouraging me to be more like Haw during my transition as department chair. I also will remember what I like to call Langstonisms, and these include things such as greeting his class each day as, "Good morning, campers," or "Good morning, teachers," or to me, "Good morning, boss," stating, "Failing to plan is planning to fail," declaring, "I'm off like a herd of turtles," suggesting, "Just run it up the flagpole," or proclaiming, "Cross that off the list." In conclusion, Professor Langston's commendable service to Rockford College for over 30 years makes him a worthy and deserving a Professor Emeritus. It is hard to imagine Rockford College without him. However, I have no doubt that Professor Langston will continue to be a strong supporter and advocate of Rockford College, soon to be Rockford University. We will all continue to carry his mantra with us, that every day is a great day to be a regent, especially today.
Professor Langston, in your 33 years at Rockford College, you've inspired the very best of academics, competition, and sportsmanship in your students and colleagues. Regardless of skill or ability on the playing field or off, your students learn that in setting their goals high and relishing in their accomplishments, a W in the win column was always in sight. By the power vested in me by the trustees of Rockford College, I am pleased to confer upon you the title of Professor Emeritus of Physical Education with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Dr. Hatt, at this time, I would like to recognize Dr. Fred Razazadeh for his status of Professor Emeritus of Economics, Business, and Accounting. Dr. Razazadeh is unable to be present today. Dr. Hatt?
Professor Razazadeh served with the college for 34 years with a mastery and passion for excellence in learning. Whether the subject matter was based on economics, theory, history, culture, or critical thought, Professor Razazadeh challenged students to accomplish more than they thought possible, thus leaving them well-versed and, most importantly, well-prepared to make their own impact on the world. And by the power vested in me by the trustees of Rockford College, I'm pleased to confer upon Professor Razazadeh the title of Professor Emeritus of Economics, Business, and Accounting with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Dr. Head, at this time I would like to present Dr. Rao for the status Professor Emeritus of Physics. Professor Rao, please step forward with the Associate Professor of Mathematics and Chair of the Department of Mathematics, Dr. Mehmet Dik.
Good afternoon. If you call 24 years so long time ago, then hear this. Dr. Rao has been here 44 years. Graduate of Brown University and Professor of Physics, Dr. Rao says, "It is time I stepped aside for a less experienced and less able man." According to a legend, Dr. Rao helped the Wright brothers build the first aircraft. Some colleagues say that he went to college with Thomas Edison. Okay, that is hard to believe, but people say things like that all the time. They even say that Dr. Rao had pimples when he was 65. Throughout the passing 4 decades, Dr. Rao has become a legend here, passing on his passion for physics to students of all interests and abilities. Dr. Rao always takes immense pride in his students' successes and enjoys keeping up with their careers and accomplishments as alumni. He has always been kind, considerate, and compassionate to all of his students. The halls of Star Science Building will have some adjustments to make without your regular presence there because they have little memory of it being any other way. We are so thankful for your countless contributions to Rockford College and the many generations of students that have benefited from your talents. You have served as the chair of the one-man physics department for 44 years, chair of the science, mathematics, and nursing division, and the president of Sigma Xi chapter of Rockford College. Dr. Rao, we will miss you and we will miss your great work. And you will miss your physics department meetings. From now on, you will have to drink coffee on your own time. On behalf of your entire Rockford College family, our sincere congratulations.
Professor Rao, over the course of your 44 years of service to Rockford College, you have witnessed classrooms first bound by paper and books to classrooms of infinite access through keyboards and screens. However, regardless of the generation, your students came to know you as a passionate professor with undeniable zeal for your discipline. As is a valuable lesson in life, so it also went in the classroom. No student who honestly tried was allowed to fail. That is a lesson of importance for all of us. By the power vested in me by the trustees of Rockford College, I am pleased to confer upon you the title of Professor Emeritus of Physics with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished commencement speaker, Mr. Bill Curtis. As one of the most recognized and respected journalists of our time, Mr. Curtis's career has spanned more than 40 years and produced thousands of stories that have enlightened us and in more than a few cases brought about meaningful change for veterans, children of war, and environmental atrocities. Just 40 years ago, in its infancy with grainy images in black and white sent through airwaves by just 3 major networks, the nation began to realize the power the world of television held. Those nightly newscasts grabbed our attention and began to expand our world in ways we could not fathom at the time. And now we look at where the industry and technology has taken us today. The change is phenomenal in scope. Many of us fondly remember those early broadcasts, while many of our graduates have no idea how we survived in such a primitive state. In a true testament to the integrity of his craft, Mr. Curtis's body of work has endured the test of time, relevance, and technology, regardless of generation. Branching out from behind the national news desk, Mr. Curtis has gone on to produce multiple award-winning investigative and historical documentary shows like American Justice, Cold Case Files, and Investigative Reports. He is an avid supporter of the arts, conservation, and education. His unique partnership between corporations, schools, museums, and science institutions works to create new approaches to teaching science in the classroom. The National Science Explorers Program, built from this partnership and his National Explorers Series, is regarded as one of the top science teaching initiatives in the country, becoming part of the Chicago public system, curriculum, and others throughout the nation. And perhaps when you hear his voice in person, you'll not only recognize it immediately for its inherent authority of delivering the news, but also in a lighter vein as a satirical narration for the feature film comedy Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, starring Will Ferrell. We are quite fortunate to have Mr. Curtis here with us today. I'm looking forward to hearing his message. Please join me in welcoming Bill Curtis to the podium.
Rockford College is one of 11 institutions in the state of Illinois that houses a Phi Beta Kappa chapter. This prestigious Phi Beta Kappa Society, the nation's oldest and largest academic honor society, was founded on December 5th, 1776, by 5 students at the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia. Since then, Phi Beta Kappa has evolved, become the nation's leading advocate for the liberal arts and sciences at the undergraduate level. The Society's distinctive emblem, a golden key, is widely recognized as a symbol of academic achievement. Our Rockford College chapter was started under the presidency of Mary Ashley Cheek. Each year at commencement, we recognize the Phi Beta Kappa member who has the highest cumulative Rockford College grade point average. The 2013 recipient of the Phi Beta Kappa Prize is Catherine Decker.
Will end in a new world.
got one moment. That moment you think you know where you stand, but in that one moment, the things that you're sure of slip from your hand, and you've got 1 second to try to be clear, to try to stand tall, but nothing's the same, and the wind starts to blow.
Mr. President, I present Sunil Puri, alumnus of the class of 1982, who has built on the educational foundation provided by Rockford College to become a successful entrepreneur and generous public benefactor. He came to Rockford from India with literally nothing more than his strong family ties, his energy and intelligence, and his consuming desire to secure an education. His personal story is in every way a true American success story. Now, Mr. Puri's commercial accomplishments are extraordinary to be sure, but equally impressive are his tireless contributions of time and treasure to his alma mater, his adopted community, and his adopted country. He virtually defines civic engagement. providing an example of an enormous amount of effort devoted to the advancement of public causes and private charities. He has been unstinting in his efforts to make things better, never content with things just as they are. Most of us are quite unaware of just how much energy and effort Mr. Puri devotes to his causes and charities, and that is because he wants us to be unaware. Sunil Puri is an utterly results-oriented reformer and benefactor. Let others bask in the praise and publicity. He values only the accomplishments and the improvement. Rockford College has been a primary beneficiary of his generosity. His financial support has at times been literally life-saving, but his passionate support as trustee for the liberal arts identity of the college has been single-minded and unwavering. He credits fully the liberal arts education he received here, and this hard-eyed businessman has opposed persistently any proposal that might dilute or endanger the venerable liberal arts mission of Rockford College. Dr. Head, it is an honor to present Sunil Puri.
Mr. Puri, you have generously supported Rockford College in words and in deeds. We, along with this community, have benefited greatly from your benevolence. You exemplify the true power of an education grounded in liberal arts and complemented by practical experience, the very core of our mission. You have distinguished yourself in your profession and your desire to enact positive change through a model of civic engagement and at the highest and most meaningful levels. You serve as a compelling example of all that is possible in our world. One of our graduates of 2013 would do well to emulate. Now, by the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of Rockford College, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. At this time, I would like to call upon Vern Sunstead, Rockford College class of 1977 and Vice President of Institutional Advancement, to come forward to offer a greeting to the graduates. Mr. Sunstead.
Good afternoon. Thank you, President Head. It is my privilege to offer greetings and congratulations on behalf of the Alumni Association, an organization comprised of more than 15,000 purple people from around the world, many of whom are in attendance this afternoon, some of whom are graduating from Rockford College for the second time. The legacy of achievement shaped by members of the association, of which you will soon become a member, is well documented. From a Nobel laureate, to pioneers in social work and medicine, to teachers of the year, from inventors of modern technologies, to entrepreneurs, to leaders of corporations and nonprofits, mothers, fathers, uncles, and aunts, ordinary and extraordinary individuals who, through their actions, change the lives of those with whom they come in contact, and therefore make widely known the reputation and excellence of Rockford College. They are the faceless individuals who, in thought, word, and deed, have assisted you during your time at RC through their contributions of time, talent, and treasure. I challenge you to join with them in the coming years to help support the succeeding generations of students with an even greater commitment. I invite you to stay active in alumni affairs, look for ways to remain connected to the university, and each other, because after all, it is the people who make the university. This is something that will become more important to you as your time away from the classroom and each other increases. Just make sure we have your current email address. In a few minutes, you will receive your diploma. You will then cross the stage to receive from me a simple yet durable purple leather bookmark, compliments of the Alumni Association. It is our hope that as you use it in the coming years, you will increasingly see your face reflected in the legacy it represents. Congratulations, and see you at this year's reunion at Homecoming, October 11th through the 13th.
It is now my great pleasure to present the 2013 candidates for degrees. Candidates, on behalf of the faculty, I congratulate each of you on the successful completion of your program of formal study. May you continue to build upon the record of achievement that has brought you here today, guided always by the knowledge and values imparted to you by the faculty and staff at Rockford College. As you cross the stage, you'll be congratulated by College Board Chair Charles Coman and our President, Dr. Robert L. Head. As you exit the stage, Mr. Bernd Sundstedt, Vice President for Institutional Advancement, will present you with a gift from the Alumni Association and greet you as the newest alumni of this fine college. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, please rise and come forward. Christopher Michael Benson, History. Nicole Lynn Clevenger, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Callie Amando Cortado, English, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Gabriela de Lufuente, Psychology, cum laude. Catherine Deckard, Psychology, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Onika Rose Doring, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Jolena Loon Ducat, English, summa cum laude. Jonathan Ralph Everson, Biology. Derek Austin Garcia, Philosophy. Teresa Ann Gimolva, English, cum laude. Sarah Jane Hills, elementary education. Jordan Marie Jenkins, Spanish. Kenna Johnson, who has earned 2 degrees, history and music, and is the McLeish Scholar. Mona Christine Khalifa, English and philosophy, magna cum laude, and Phi Beta Kappa. R.J. Glowowski, English, cum laude. Thomas Roy Lee, theater arts. Brianna Heather Monaghan, history, magna cum laude, and Phi Beta Kappa. Alyssa Nicole Olberg, art. Aaron Pauli, Spanish, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Rosa Rodriguez, biology. Julie Marie Russell, philosophy. Helping present is her father, Jim Russell. Hannah Elizabeth Schilling, elementary education, magna cum laude. Rebecca Jean Stahl, elementary education, cum laude. Megan Colleen Walls, psychology, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Head, for those candidates who fulfilled all academic requirements after examination of their academic record, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the college faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated men and women. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts, please rise and come forward. Rachel Lauren Bean, theater, acting and directing. Jillian Ann Christensen, theater, design, tech. Joanne Lees Gustafson, art, two-dimensional art and three-dimensional, and a McLeish Scholar. Lauren Mai Harmon, art, two-dimensional. Katie Marie Jenkins, theater, musical theater performance, magna cum laude. Jonathan E. Cuss, art, painting. Priscilla S. Rivas, art, cum laude. Daniel John Schweb, art, painting. Cynthia Jean Vondren, art. Rebecca Lynn Warner, theater. Bachelor of Fine Art candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Head, for those candidates who fulfilled the academic requirements after examination of their respective academic records and upon recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the college faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated men and women. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Bachelor of Science candidates, please rise and come forward. Lisa Ann Abley, accounting. Jacqueline Ann Arges, elementary education, McLeish Scholar. Holly Emma Marie Babcock, psychology. Jessica Ann Bacon, physical education, McLeish Scholar. Alyssa Thresha Baggio, political science, magna cum laude. Joanna Rose Bars, history, summa cum laude. Jordan Becknell, accounting, cum laude. Dallas M. Belmontes, accounting, cum laude. Amanda L. Bennett, elementary education. George Anthony Barras, physical education. Indira Betts, psychology, McLeish scholar. Corey Devin Blackfull, psychology. Megan N. Brenchen, anthropology, sociology. Nicole Marie Bryant, elementary education. Jeffrey Allen Burt. We have a special note for Jeffrey today. He's Black Lab Service Dog Lars, who attended class with him for years, has died of cancer. Jeffrey is now graduating with his new service dog. Summa cum laude. Jabril Salem Shaban, psychology. Jennifer Amara Christensen, biology. Scott Lindsay Clark, elementary education, scholar. Mallory Elizabeth Conover, early childhood, cum laude. Jeffrey Adam Cook, anthropology, sociology. Caitlin Rose Daniels, human development. Stacy Ann Dunbraven, elementary education, magna cum laude. Krista S. DeWall, elementary education, summa cum laude. Heather Renee Diab, educational. Allison Corber Di Pasquale, business administration. Erin Nicole Daughtery, physical education. Alan Paul Drews, accounting. Derek Andrew Dusavich, earned 2 degrees, business administration, computer science, cum laude. Bailey Marie Eklund, elementary education, cum laude. Matthew Conant Ensminger, physical education. Joseph Michael Flinton, anthropology, sociology. Daniel Gonzalez, human development. Kylie M. Gorel, Business Administration, cum laude. Michael G. Graham, Psychology. Amanda Marie Green, Psychology. Beth Ann Haddad, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Jamie L. Hamilton, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Amanda Marie Henry, Education, McLeish Scholar. Chad Ryan Hochstetter, Elementary Education, McLeish Scholar. Krishandu Deanna Lorraine Holman, Psychology. Kristen Elizabeth Hope, Elementary Education. Amanda Danielle Hutchinson, Human Development, cum laude. Lawanda Shariel Johnson, Human Development. Kirk William Kabala, Political Science. Samantha Marie Kays, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Victoria Marie Kelly, Psychology, magna cum laude. Layla Y. Coag, Biology. Bridget Elise Kukos, Psychology. Mikhail Kovlenko, Business Administration, McLeish Scholar. Nicole Brielle Lawyer, Psychology. Danielle Elizabeth Lindberg, Psychology, cum laude. Catherine Marie Lindberg, Psychology. Jamie Lynn Mansilla, Accounting, McLeish Scholar. Michelle Bennett Manigault, Elementary Education. Vernetta R. Mashner, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Sean Frederick Marin has earned 2 degrees, and the degrees will be awarded with his mother, Michelle Marin. Business Administration, Computer Science, magna cum laude. Melissa Belligan, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Melissa. Nicole Marie Milbrath, Elementary Education. Sarah Movahed, Psychology. Jennifer A. Nelson, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Michael L. New, Elementary Education. Amanda Sue Nicosia, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Nicole Marlene Olson, Biology. Luis Angel Ortiz, Physical Education. Christopher Douglas Owens, Computer Science. Brittany Marusa Pascal, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Jignabin Patel, Biochemistry, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Amber Yanira Peressa, Biology. Alexandria Maria Plesnik, Business Administration. Anna Elizabeth Rankin, Physical Education. Sandra Danielle Rivera, Psychology. Natasha Lynn Rosato, Human Development. Azur Salenhefendik, Physical Education, cum laude. Brittany Adele Salvador, Psychology, magna cum laude. Ginger Ann Sanis, Accounting, cum laude. Stella E. Sarbalia, helping to present this is Becky Factor, Director of Student Success. Becky was a host family for Stella while she was here. Business Administration, cum laude. Kelsey Daniel Marilyn Scarpetta, Elementary Education, McLeish Scholar. Tammy K. Scofa, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Mark Allen Schultz, Accounting. Jamie L. Shaver, Psychology, summa cum laude. Michael James Shelton has earned 2 degrees, Biology and Anthropology Sociology. Stacy Slinton, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Brandon S. Smith, Social Science. Karen Clover Straussden, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Robert Anthony Tassone, History. Jordan Ashley Teeters, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Eliza Termachekova, Business Administration, McLeish Scholar. Robert Reynolds Tyler, history. Fanny Karen Valdez, education. Megan Ann Ware, accounting. Rachel Ann Watts, elementary education. Heather Michelle Weisheit, psychology. Eileen Marie Westerman, psychology. Mark Edward Westfall, anthropology, sociology. Carissa Quinn Whaley, psychology. Stephanie Renee Whitaker, early childhood education, magna cum laude. Zachary J. Wolf, history. Schween Joe, helping present this diploma is Professor Mary Weeks Baxter, Sween's host family. Business administration. Tracy Nicole Zick, physical education, McLeish Scholar. Ryan Richard Zamia, physical education. Jennifer Elizabeth Zulkanich, computer science, cum laude. Bachelor of Science candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Head, for those candidates who have fulfilled the academic requirements after examination of their respective academic records and following approval of the faculty, I recommend these candidates be awarded the degree Bachelor of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the college faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated men and women. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Management Studies please rise and come forward? Scott Allen Anderson. Helping present Scott's diploma is his wife, Tina Anderson, Vice President of Business and Chief Financial Officer. Management Studies, summa cum laude. Natalia Lynn Arova, Management Studies. Karen E. Bell, Management Studies. Andrea K. Christensen Escobar, Management Studies, cum laude. Roberta Lynn Clow, Management Studies, magna cum laude. Barbara J. Denny, Management Studies, summa cum laude. Daniel Renee Fertitta, Management Studies, cum laude. Deborah A. Francis, Management Studies. Ronica R. Gossell, Management Studies, cum laude. David C. Gronwald, Management Studies. Brecken L. Hawk, Management Studies. Julia Steiner Halstead, Management Studies, magna cum laude. Shireen Hayes, Management Studies, McLeish Scholar. James M. Headland, Management Studies, summa cum laude. Amanda R. Hogan, Management Studies, McLeish Scholar. Krista Lynn King, helping present Krista's diploma is her employer trustee, Fred Young, Management Studies, cum laude. Roger Dean Lane, Management Studies, McLeish Scholar. Allison Leroy Langley, Management Studies. Veronica M. Lucidi, Management Studies. Jared C. Leifert, helping present Jared's diploma is his employer trustee, Fred Young. Management Studies, magna cum laude. Michelle Ann Marin, helping present Michelle's diploma is Jeff Farnwell, Director of the MBA program, Management Studies. Jessica Lynn Matras, Management Studies. Stephen John Meyer, Management Studies. Michael J. Miller, helping present Michael's diploma is his employer trustee, Fred Young. Management Studies, cum laude. Francisco Acampo, Management Studies. Susan M. Palm, Management Studies. Carla Jean Ramsey, Management Studies. Darren C. Rohde, Management Studies. Chad Paul Schoenrock, Management Studies. Ronald L. Scott, Management Studies. Gary Allen Stacy, Management Studies, cum laude. Kristen Nicole Stange, Management Studies. Jeffrey Scott Streeter, Management Studies, summa cum laude. Terry Ferguson Swanson, Management Studies, magna cum laude. Melandro Ruiz Talada, Management Studies. Kathy Lynn Weber, Management Studies, cum laude. Melissa Ann Zadek, Management Studies. Bachelor of Science in Management Study candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Head, for those candidates who fulfill all academic requirements after examination of their respective academic records and following the approval of the faculty, I recommend these candidates be awarded the degree Bachelor of Science in Management Studies.
Upon the recommendation of the college faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Management Studies with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated men and women. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise and come forward? Allison Bertine Allerton, Nursing. Ashley Page Baldwin, Nursing. Julie Ann Bifolk, Nursing. Ashley Elizabeth Brinkmeyer, Nursing. Orlando Shante Codwell, Nursing. Alexia Lee Sinceros, Nursing, cum laude. Jessica Lynn Clapsaddle, Nursing. Kristen Marie Clark, Nursing. Danielle Suzanne Cole, Nursing. Nina Nicole Coleman, Nursing. Julie Marie Foss, Nursing. Harmony Abigail Goodman, Nursing. Megan Page Harper, Nursing. Brenda Elizabeth Herrera, Nursing, cum laude. Haley Danielle Hoffman, Nursing, cum laude. Michelle Ann Jones, Nursing. Jawan Kim, Nursing. Melissa Marie Neasley, Nursing. Stephanie Ann Matheson, Nursing. Erica Lynn McCall, nursing, cum laude. Caitlin Hannah McConnell, nursing. Lindsay Kathleen Price, nursing. Nicole Latrice Robinson, nursing. Alex R. Schofield, nursing. Connie Corrine Scott, nursing. Elise Marie Shaw, nursing. Cum laude. Brittany Esther Vivato, nursing. Heather Daniel Williams, nursing. Shauna Raylan Worley, nursing. Elena Zavalko, nursing. Bachelor of Science nursing candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Head, for those candidates who fulfilled all academic requirements after examination of their respective academic records and upon recommendation of the faculty, I recommend these candidates be awarded the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Upon the recommendation of the college faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated men and women. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching please rise and come forward? Denise Renee Anderson, Secondary Education. Amy Lynn Fall Andre, Elementary Education. Maria Esther Costello, Elementary Education. Nicole Deventi Casparini. Nicole's diploma is going to be awarded with the help of her sister, Monique Lindstedt, Human Resource Director. Reading Specialist. Betsy Ann Lund Fish, Reading Specialist. Lori Ann Faust Kiefer, Instructional Strategies. Darian Deshawn George, Secondary Education. Sarah Marie Goodwin, Secondary Education. John Robert Hoffman, Education. Amy Sue Kilova, Instructional Strategies. Carrie R. Klein, Reading Specialist. Kathy Sue Cundy, Instructional Strategies. Amanda Renee Coons, elementary education. Gretchen Ann Mullany, instructional strategies. Jesus Medrano, elementary education. Lynette Ellen Nyron, education. Yvonne C. Bakula, helping present this diploma is Jeff Farwell, Director of the MBA program, and her supervisor, Michelle Marin, Graduate Office Manager. Jamie Kuluwabaihi Rogers, elementary education. Rachel Kimberly Scanlon, secondary education. Priscilla A. Senya, education. Carol Ann Smith, elementary education. Amanda Jean Spanraft, secondary education. Craig Martin Stenberg, secondary education. Bria Lynn Thompson, early childhood. Elisa Ann Williams, education. Teresa I. Wiston, instructional strategies. Master of Arts teaching candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Head, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements, after examination of their respected academic records, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree Master of Arts in Teaching.
Upon the recommendation of the college faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching, with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and with a deep hope that your work will contribute to a more educated and engaged community. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration please rise and come forward? Lindsay Christine Campbell, Business Administration. Angela K. Conkle, Business Administration. Roger C. Farrar, Business Administration. Zachary Neil Jones, Business Administration. Tyrese Tremaine Lawson, Business Administration. Wayne J. McCarran, Business Administration. William Joseph Newkirk, Business Administration. Kim Wynn, Business Administration. Benjamin Pick, Business Administration. Roderick D. Robinson, Business Administration. Jamie L. Salgado, Business Administration. Christopher J. Samuelson, helping present Christopher's diploma as trustee Tom Maldonado, Business Administration. Michael Anthony Vella, Business Administration. Jennifer Sue Wade, Business Administration. Paul Philip Westerman, Business Administration. Joshua Michael E., Business Administration. Master of Business Administration candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Head, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements after examination of their respective academic records and upon recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree Master of Business Administration.
Upon the recommendation of the college faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Business Administration with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and express the deep hope that your work will create a more ethical and responsible business community. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to introduce Senior Class Senator Layla Koga, who will present a message on behalf of the students who are graduating today. Layla graduates today with a major in biology and a minor in chemistry. Along with her busy academic life, Layla has also been active advocate in many student activities, participating in the Muslim Students Association, the Alpha Helix Science Club, the Multicultural Club, and the Student Government Association. Next for Layla are plans to travel while continuing an education in a program abroad, eventually pursuing a career in education. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senior Class Senator, Ms. Layla Koga.
Thank you, Dean Siganolfi. Good afternoon, dear friends, family, and respected faculty and staff of Rockford College. It is my absolute honor and delighted pleasure to be standing before you all on this day, and I am truly humbled by this opportunity. This opportunity to thank all those involved in this one-of-a-kind experience, and to congratulate those I have the honor of including myself among. Today marks a day that concludes one of our sure-to-be many accomplishments of our lives. As we prepare ourselves to end a chapter of our lives and begin a new one, many of us may find ourselves reflecting on the recent years that have led up to this very moment. The many hours and late nights spent studying for an exam, finishing a paper, or working on our research, where they start to appear as bizarre characters in our dreams. But we can never forget those who have been with us throughout the years with their endless support, love, encouragement in all the little ways, and reminding us why we do what we do, to make you proud and to better serve a world with people like you in it. To our family and friends that are here with us today and those who could not be, I say from the bottom of my heart and from all the graduates, words that can never be enough to truly express our gratitude. Thank you. The school's motto and ultimate goal is to prepare and equip its students to become contributing members of society with the tools to make an impact on the world around us. One way it does so is by ensuring a well-rounded and diverse education in the sciences and humanities. but it does so with what it provides us outside of the classroom as well. A most welcoming campus and heartwarming community filled with the people from all walks of life. Individuals that have gathered from faraway distances, representing other cities, states, and even many countries, add to the unique campus life where each day is an opportunity to travel to another world by simply interacting with the person next to you. A home away from home, unlike any home we may find. Engaging in the many clubs, activities, or a conversation with a friendly face has created an experience to always remain with us in some way. A community consisting of people you are proud to be included among, guided by the most caring and knowledgeable of advisors and professors. I could not have picked a better place or community to embark on this journey with. As we receive our diplomas, I'm reminded of something a friend once told me, something that made me think about the true value of what we have accomplished. Throughout life, there may be many things that may come and go, our wealth, our possessions, or our health, but this will never be the case with our education. You've made the initiative to receive it, you've done the work to earn it, and with that act and desire alone, it is forever in your possession. An educated person may be stripped of their wealth, health, or even freedom, but you can never take away their education. It is a powerful tool to have, not just because of the endless possibilities it opens up for us, but because of the perseverance it holds that now exists in each of us. So do not let yourself be defined by that which is inconsistent or vulnerable to loss, but let yourself be defined by something that was earned with the most precious of our God-given abilities. As stated by Socrates, education is the kindling of a flame and not the filling of a vessel. So let us pay tribute to our alma mater and never miss an opportunity to educate ourselves on the world around us. Once again, congratulations to you, and thank you to all those who have done us the honor of accompanying us on this journey. I also have to say that if you told me 4 years ago that purple would be my new favorite color, I probably wouldn't have believed you. Since the very first day, we're encouraged to embrace this community with the words, "Be purple." And after having experienced it, I can proudly say that it is. Now, as we leave this ceremony today and begin the next chapter of our lives and careers, I want everyone to remember and cherish these memories from Rockford College, not only for the people we have met, but the experiences we've shared and the bonds we have formed. Our time here has given us a strong foundation from which we can continue to build on as we endeavor to grow and succeed in this ever-changing world. And for now, for the moment we have all been waiting for, Rockford College graduates of 2013, will you please stand? Fellow graduates, please join me by moving your tassel from the right side to the left side.
Please be seated. It is now time to continue a time-honored tradition. This bell in front of me first belonged to Rockford College's, then Rockford Female Seminary's first president, Anna Peck-Sill, who would walk the halls of the campus and ring this bell at the beginning and end of each school day. Her spirit is still with us, and I hope she is smiling right now as her bell and her tradition continue to be a part of our lives. Today we carry on Anna Peck-Sill's tradition and ring this bell, not only when students enter as first-year students at orientation, but also to close this chapter in their lives as Rockford College students. We also ring this bell with special significance today as it marks the final ringing as Rockford College. From our beginnings in 1847 as Rockford Female Seminary to becoming Rockford College in 1893 to now, we look forward to our continued and lasting legacy as Rockford University. We now welcome you as alumni of this remarkable institution. Class of 2013, we're all tremendously proud of you and will watch with great anticipation as you commence your lives in the world as graduates of Rockford College. Graduates, would you please stand and face the audience? Family and friends, I present to you the class of 2013. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, administrators, and staff, I invite you to all of you to a reception in honor of our graduates immediately following today's ceremony in the lobby of the Coronado. We will conclude our celebration with the singing of the Decus, the college song, and following that, the benediction. Professor Tim Adams, will you please lead us in the singing of the Decus? Guests, please remain standing as the graduates recess, and I ask you to remain at your seats as the graduates pass through the traditional receiving line formed by our faculty.
Please stand and join me. Our strong bond shall never be broken, formed and near our sea. Take me now, a pledge unspoken, to be true to thee. Rockford echoes and melodies, deep graven on each heart. But we now, unwavering true, till we from life must part.
Let us pray. Source of all love and all life, we ask you to bless our graduates with wisdom, love, and faith. Foster in their hearts an ever-deepening respect for all of your creation. Give them a quick concern for their neighbor while understanding that service is the key to a meaningful life. May they have the courage to look deeply and honestly into the hearts of others, for that is where they will find the highest good. May they learn to risk the kind of love that brings life to this world. Divine Creator, keep them focused on making a life rather than a living, so that throughout their life's journey, the depth of their character will be measured by the size of their hearts. And may the God of many names bless you now and always. Amen.